Pretty nice outing for Justin to start out his college career here.
Yeah, I mean, he was good because he was cruising for a little bit, but then he also had to make some big pitches and pitch out of the jam. And when you're early in the season, you're trying to learn about your team, and I thought that was a pretty good moment for him. It's a grow-up moment, so he didn't have to use a lot of his off-speed stuff tonight, so that would kind of be the next step. But he did exactly what we needed him to do, which was get us deep into that game.
Were there thoughts of taking him out with the bases loaded there in the sixth, or were you going to let
once
him?
we got to that point, no, it was like, hey man, this is his right here.
Yeah. I know Torque last year kind of took him a little bit to get going power-wise. How nice was it for you to see him hit a home run his first game?
Get that first one out of the way, particularly after he was beat himself up in batting practice saying he can't hit.
This afternoon?
Yeah, he's funny. No, that was good. Well, we said that last year, like you're saying, he started slowly, but then you look up and he's got high average and a bunch of RBI. But he is who he is, so not real surprising.
Nick came through with that pinch hit to have the go-ahead run. What was the process of putting him up there in that spot?
Well, we felt like clearly that was a huge run at third base. The first and third, the only thing that hurts you there is a ball on the ground. And Nick's a really good. He didn't hit the fly ball there, but he's more of a fly ball hitter. Miles is probably more of a ground ball hitter, and so that was the decision. Was we just got to keep the ball off the ground.
How nice it to get a relatively easy first win, kind of quick before you guys have 2 games tomorrow.
That was easy. Tell me that was easy. No, I mean you're trying to learn. It's good to get a win. You're trying to learn your team. We got a quick turnaround, as you said, and we got to come back and face a good Villanova team again tomorrow. And I never saw what happened in Michigan. Whatever we know tonight, did they win or lose?
They won.
They won. Versus a really good Vandy team, so we know they're going to come in here ready to go. But our focus, honestly, is on game 1 tomorrow, and then once we finish that one, we'll regroup and figure out what we're going to do game 3.
You threw a lot of young arms out of the pen today. Was that kind of the thought process that you'll have a lot of those guys like Tolman and maybe Boyd to?
A lot of baseball left this weekend, and you're trying. It's that balancing act of, I don't want to say putting a game, on the line or in jeopardy, but you got to learn about these guys, and we got to learn quickly because, we're going to rely on those guys this year. So it's good to get some of those guys in, and not just from a pitching standpoint, but it was nice to be able to play some guys on the defensive side as well. I thought Nager came in there and made a really, really good defensive play, and it's good to see him get excited. But yeah, it was good to learn more about our club.
You did have to make some changes there when you took Denson out, and so how do you think that all worked out, and how do you think Marshall did?
He did. We need him to play defense. I mean, that's clearly why he's in. That game was tight late, which it forces you to probably do some things offensively, make some adjustments there. But the depth of our team is we got a lot of outfielders, so we can move those guys around, and even with a couple of the hand injuries, the guys can still go in and play defense. So I thought it worked out well for us to have that flexibility.
You put in McLean at center, so is his hand that's a hitting thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the timetable on that?
He's gonna, he'll get that handmade bone taken care of here soon. So we'll just, I don't want to make it sound like but we'll get what we can out of him before he has to sit and watch. So, he wanted to play tonight, and it was good. It was good.
What's the plan with RJ for the weekend? Can he pitch multiple games in a row, or?
Yeah, I mean we've been building him up to that. He'll be ready to do that. A save situation. We assume nothing. I think we've all seen baseball's a funny sport, so it's good for him to come in there, and we didn't have to calm him down. He wasn't overthrown. I thought he looked really, really mature tonight in what he was doing, but he'll be ready tomorrow.
I know you guys scheduled Boyd to go against Villanova tomorrow. Is there a starting pitcher yet for Michigan selected?
No, that's what I said. We're going to kind of wait and see what we have to. We're going to get through game 1, and then we'll sit in here tomorrow after game 1, and I will tell you who we're starting.
Why do you think you guys started a little bit slow on offense tonight?
Good question. We just got off our approach, I thought. I mean, their guy was good. He did a really good job. We never made the adjustments. Like, we kept trying to pull lefties were trying to pull his two-seamer and our righties were trying to pull his breaking ball. And we never adjusted to stay on what he was doing. So credit him. He continued to do what was working for him. We continued to do what wasn't working for us, and thus we struggled offensively. So I know Mike's not, Early's not happy about that. We'll regroup those guys tomorrow and hopefully do a much better job of that.
Do you think that has to do with kind of first game excitement?
Yeah, I mean, so, we said that, guys try to press, try to do too much, but still, we're a veteran club, we're mature hitters. Our hitters are better than that. They need to make the adjustment. I mean, that's what baseball is. You got to adjust, and we didn't do a really good job of that.
When Fall got behind in the fourth inning, he got behind 2 guys, 3-0, came back and struck them both out. What did you think of what he did in those 2 at-bats right there?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, and that's part. Now, clearly, we don't want to get into the 3-ball counts, but that's nice to see the ability to climb back into the count, and even without his best off-speed stuff. So his fastball was, he was able to dominate the guys with his fastball, but it's just one more step in his development, I think, tonight. But we are going to do a better job of not getting in those 3-ball counts, aren't we, Justin?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but it was, he did what he needed to do tonight. All right.